Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect Warden Mode. In the previous episode, we started construction. Normally I would say at this point we planned everything off and now we're going to start building, but that is not the case. As you can see, we do have several rooms already built. We have a visitation there, not complete. We have I would call it like a utilities area, so you've got your power station, your capacitors, your water pump, an area that I planned off that I didn't realise I needed. We've also got down the bottom, hang on, max speed this out. If we go down the bottom here, we've got several offices which include the wardens or ours. We've got the accountant, we've got the foreman, and then we've got the chief. And this office here will be for the lawyer if we ever get one. We've also got a nice perimeter wall all the way along the outside of the prison, which is very, very good. And we've also tentatively made this rough plan for each of the cell blocks. Now, I haven't determined exactly what sort of prisoners we're going to get inside here, but what I've done is I've made it so that each cell block is self-contained. So you've got, I can't remember exactly how many prisoners, I think it was 18 prisoners in total for this thing. So this is about 18, I believe, and with a shower down the bottom. So it's all self-contained, fairly big central area where we can have a walkway and all of that sort of thing. And benches if we need to. And if we really wanted to, we can then section off behind fences because, well, we can. And that's the idea. That's what we're going to be going for. Now, here's the thing. I can't really build that in order before I figure out exactly where everything is. So I need to know where certain things are in order to get the rough plan. If I don't do this, then although it's quite tedious, I know, the prison will be all over the place and won't be efficient, which I've never been accused of making an efficient prison ever, but also I really want to do my best, which is, most people's worst. But anyway, we'll crack on. So, this area here, I believe, is going to be an area for our staff. So, all of the things where no prisoner will go. So, we are talking storage, which we've already got, and things like the security room, the armory, the dog place, otherwise known as a kennel, and also a staff room. So, minimum size for those, I believe, is a 5x5. If we go to rooms and type in staff, we can see that staff room is a minimum size 4x4, my mistake. Although the armory is doesn't need to be anything. Security, I believe, is a 4x4. It is. And then kennel is a 5x5. So the minimum size that these rooms have to be is a 5x5. So it has to be minimum of that. Well, that's obviously far too small. That would be just silly if we did it at that size. So what I'll do is I will plan off probably a slightly bigger room here. We want to have it so these are the rooms and then there's a corridor going down the bottom up to a point, and I'll show you why in a moment. So let's go for, or do I actually? Does it need to be that big? If that's a 4x4 to there, that could be our staff room, like that, because it's a 4x4. Well, it's 4x10 now. But that should be enough. And then the kennel is a 5x5. Armory is the same. So what if we have that? That there. Walkway down. You can go into your room in there if you want to. That's your staff room. Come down into 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your security. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your kennel, and there's your armory. Not terrible, just not great, and also quite small. Let me just double check those dimensions. Staff room, minimum size 4x4. It is a 4 by something, so that's fine. Security, 4x4. 4x5 we've got there. Kennel. 5x5. Got a 5x6. Armory. No size required. No minimum size. Okay. Yeah. That's about it. It's only about it because I am going to shrink this down to there. And bring these up. So we've got a slightly bigger armory. We can actually probably expand the kennel because the armory we're going to have a bit small. Kennel's going to be a bit bigger. Door. There you go. That's that. Okay, there's our plan. So, we've now discovered that storage is going to be a little bit larger. This will go along to there. We'll have an entrance there, which we've got. Entrance there. Staff door, staff door, staff doors. You'll a lot. And then the question is, what's this going to be? Well, I was thinking of shrinking that down to that. All right, because we just don't need these double doors, quite frankly. And this can go up like so to there. No, it's gonna have to be that actually. And then these could be laundry, parole. It is a 5x5. That's useful. Parole maybe, yeah, something like that. Could be all sorts, couldn't it? It could be all sorts. Problem is though, this area is going to be our kitchen. So that'll have to be a bit different. Let's just work out the kitchen, then we know where we're at. So kitchen, it's going to be straight up at the front. We'll say from, remember this bit here is the centre, this walkway. So we'll say, I don't know, 8 off either side. It's not going to be terribly large. I think that's about right. So that's a 7. That's a 7. Double check that. 7. 7. 10. Fairly big kitchen. Objects. There's your big row of cookers, so you could have some there. That's 3. That's another 3. There's another 3. There's another 3. Then you've got everything else. Yeah, that's fine. That's more than sufficient, I believe. That's okay. And then we'll have our canteen, which we will go like that. Like that. So that's a 7 internal. That's a 7 internal. And then probably a 12 internal. Like that. Hang on, that's wrong. Like that. And that's our canteen. Okay, right. That shortened things somewhat. Probably overdone it, as always, but it means we can have other things in there as well if we need it. We've got this room here, which currently doesn't have any purpose. No purpose to this one, but we can sort... That's something we can easily sort out. This could just be, if we really want, a very big laundry. That's no problem with that at all. I have no issue with that. This room could be anything. Yeah, that's okay. So, either side, we will have... Let's have a look. We'll have pathways. Double pathway like this. Along. Not going to go along that end. Or we could go there. Could go there and have, like, that room there. Same thing on this side. Pathways. Pathways. Pathways, you see. And that connects up that. Yep, okay. Yep, get rid of this now. We don't need this. And then we need a yard. Could easily have a yard like that. That could be our yard. Like that. Big yard. Big yard. Very big yard, in fact. But that's okay. And then we can start off with these. So, we've just got a grant done, actually. That was, I believe, the short-term investment. Yes, it was. So we'll go back over to reports, grants, get a long-term. And let's see how many cells we can fit in. Planning, walls. And it's a 13 by something. 13 by 32. Alright, so if we go along here. Build it from the bottom, I think. Oh, do you want to? Do you Do you have another double walkway? Are we losing a lot of space with this walkway? Yeah, we are. We are losing a lot of space with that walkway. We'll have the back end on this bit. That's fine. Just to save some space. Ah, gonna have to build it from the top because I can't see otherwise. No, that won't work. 13. Yeah, by 32. Was it? Let me just double check. I'd rather measure twice and get it wrong once. Yep, that's fine. So 30 by 32. Gonna cancel that off. We know the rough planning of it anyway. Don't like the fact that we can't walk around the back of it though. So we could just extend it to that. And I know it's actually one bigger now. It's a 13 by 33. No? 13 by 32. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. That's okay. And then the question is, do you want to have 3 of them together? No, because we can't. We can't have them all together like that. Okay, that's fine. We're now aware of this. So, we need to work out what else is going where. So, assuming we're going to have that. Right. Do you want to just put another one right next door? I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it at all. Now, I haven't decided what type of prisoners we're going to get in here, but almost certainly with this, we're going to have, by the look of it, high risk. Well, bit of everything. But I'm not opposed to expansion. So let's build that into the design. Whether or not we do this is really up for, well, you'll know in a couple of weeks' time. So, that there. Okay. These are expansion lines. If you want to expand to the left, get things like Death Row, Supermax, all that sort of stuff, build it on the left, job done. It's actually a similar design. I've used this design before, I believe. But never to this extreme of how close stuff is together and things like that. So that's the rough plan. Let's start building it, and let's see how far we get with it. So there's a yard. There's another yard. All right. That actually just did tick, which means this place is secure. Well, we know because there's a door there, but it just confirms that is okay. So, foundations. Let's go. Foundations, building brick. Pause it for a moment. We'll click up to there. And... Ooh, hang on. This is a problem. I can't build it when it's paused. So I'm going to have to unpause it and move. Ooh, that's bad. When you hold shift, it does that. Alright. So there's all of the staff area. And this is going to be pretty much everything else. A lot of money here. So I hope I haven't got it wrong. Because there's no coming back from that if I have. Right, so there's the rough plan. Let's just see how we get on with it. Let's go to Bureaucracy. We can see we've got Psychology unlocked, Prison Policy. We've got all the deployment patrols and Intelligence. Haven't got Surveillance nor Dogs research, but we will be getting both of the Dogs and Armory, so full security system in here. Prison Labour not unlocked. We'll go for that one there. We'll go for a bank loan as well, just in case we need it. I have a feeling that might be the case. And then we'll max speed this out. So... if I go to deployment, you can see we've got prisoner direction and other direction. So prisoner direction, click and drag to paint floor signage. This gives a hint to your prisoners on which way to go, helps control the flow of people in your prison. And then other, which is gives a hint to non-prisoners on which way to go, helps control the flow of people in your prison. So there's that. That's fine. That double door is going to be dismantled. We don't need it. Same as this one here. We're going to dismantle that one. However, I think it would be best if I dismantle this door, as you can see, that's a standard size door. I don't think that is a good idea to have there. I think what we're going to do instead is have probably one in there, one in there, and one in there. Although we could have a double. That makes sense there. Okay, we'll have that then. Yeah, that's fine. So, you can see line of sight taking effect. Look at that. Can see in there. Come back down here. Slowly lose line of sight. Can't see any of that. Go around here. Boom. There you go. See loads of it. So, we will have storage like that. And this is a good thing now because I can see all my planning lines. So I know roughly where things should be. So, kitchen. Canteen. Hang on. Canteen. There. There and there. That's one canteen. Alright. There's going to be one big room of something. Don't know what it is yet. Could be the laundry. Not opposed to it being the laundry. Means I have to have a walkway. I'll go through another room. Interesting. Okay. So, kitchen and canteen. What I'm going to do is put the entrance ways in. And then we know roughly where we can put all the other gear as well. So we'll max it out speed-wise, and then we'll have a bit of a zip around. In reality, they're going to mainly come through this entrance here. However, I think we'll put one in each corner like that. It does mean it's harder to secure because we have to have more brick walls, because we're going to have a brick wall like that and like that. Actually, technically, we don't need this, but I always tend to put the... metal detectors in that way, so there you go. Right, so there's that. They'll come in, go along. We could have our serving tables along this side for a start and have our entranceways there. Not entirely opposed to that, actually. Let me just quickly do a measure. So we'll have a measure. So it's that, and then up the top here, it's going to be about the same. I'll just do one side for now. So that'll be a standard door, then a security door there, so we can slam it shut if need be. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's wrong. There we go. 4 to there, which is going to be our cookers, and cookers. Okay, all the way around. That's a different way of doing it, so I'll take that. We could have a washing area like that, if we really wanted to, washing either side, and then all of the fridges and freezers like there, essentially. Right, and then if we did that, the serving table would be that, because I believe it is a 5 serving table. Yep, that's what we're going to do. There we go. That makes it different, doesn't it? We could have them along here as well. I think I will put them on either side like so. And then this centre bit, we're not going to. Okay, so there's that. Objects then. Cooker. One there. Serving table. Sorry. Sink. There. Fridge. There. That's all we're placing for now. We're just getting the basics done just to get these grants in. Tables will go happily in here with benches. All the way along, you see, and then they go up and around. Yeah, that's good. That's good. See, because of our viewport, it's forcing us into doing different designs. You notice I'm having a lot of trouble designing the way I normally do it, which we knew was going to be the case. But I don't know whether it's worth the struggle and trying to build like I normally do, or just accept that that's not possible. I think it's going to be column A, column B. I am managing at the moment to get away with a lot of the planning that I would normally do anyway. So that's fine. It's just, obviously, a lot of other ways as well. So we got 17 grand, not enough to really, well, certainly not enough to finish this off. So what I need to do is get all of these basic detention centre stuff things done first. So we need showers, and we need 2 guards, 2 cooks, and a holding cell. So what I'm going to do is cheap out a little bit, and cheat out a little bit, and because of that, I'm going to go over to the walls and put a wall in there and then a wall in there. So finish this wall off. At the bottom, we'll put a solitary door. This is going to be the armory. And then at the top here, we'll put just a standard jail door. And what we'll do is we'll have this bit at the bottom as a holding cell, like so. We haven't got solitary, by the way. I'm aware of that. I haven't planned that off yet. So that's that in there, and then shower. Shower in here, which requires a shower head. Shower head goes there, in here. One of those. Holding cell, toilet and a bench. Enclosed, toilet, bench, yeah, job done. And then it is a case of one. Whoa! Ah, I held shift and it's just hired 12 guards. That's not something I wanted. Well, at least we can do the staff health and well-being one, because you need over 10. Every cloud and all that. So holding cell done. Shower is almost ticked. Why? I was going to say why not work. Now it's worked. So staff well-being. Staff room, 5 guards. Oh, not a staff. Okay, so it was 5 guards. So I guess, yeah, we'll have a staff room. So you come in. What you need? Drinks machine. Wide sofa. There's your drinks machine. There's your wide sofa. That's your minimum for you. And that should be done in but a moment. Another grand done. Back up to 28 grand. Cell block A, back up to 48 grand. Okay, that's fine. So, we'll go back down to objects, dismantle. Get rid of that. Get rid of all of these. Definitely don't want those. Get rid of the rooms. Bang, they're gone. Okay. So, we will now run some power in, because we don't have any. And that's bad. So, power. Connect that up. Power. Like that. Obviously staff rooms there. There's all your doors, that's fine. Haven't got a door in here, but we will place that. So, flooring. I did say I was going to try and put the flooring in and such before we messed around too much, and that hasn't happened. But I will try. I'm going to try and do that now. So, how do you want to do this? Flooring in here will be the fancy tiles, because it looks okay. And we'll have a fancy tiles in the visitation, like that. Alright. And beyond that, we're just on your concrete. Concrete tiles. Well, that'll be concrete tiles out there. Concrete tiles in here. And in here. Come down. And stop there, because this is going to be wood floor. Then this will be concrete, actually. Actually, what's this going to be? Security? No, we'll make that concrete. And this will be metal, because this is the armory. There you go. Right, couple of grand spent. It's alright. Can I handle that? So. Oh, we haven't got CCTV. Oh, that'll go in the security room. Okay, that's fine. Right, so, staff door. There. Already got one in there. There. And there. And there. So, I think what we need to do is get that health and well-being grant done. Sorry, the inmate health and well-being. And I think this could be it, you know. I think all this could be a nice area for that. Be a bit bigger than what we expected, but, you know, plans change. So maybe you come in, come down. We'll have an area for Well, we need a 4x4 for an office. So we could have an office 5x5 like that. And that'll be our office for the psychologist. And then sort of... No. No, are we really going to do it? Well, we don't really have much choice. Then that, for our morgue, you'll have to come past the morgue in order to get the psychologist. I don't know what that says, but I don't like it. It's too big. I mean, we could have it like that. So there's all your beds and such, like that. There's all the beds either side. So 1, 2, how many we got that? 8. Yeah, so we got a total of 8 in total. 4 either side. Then if you really wanted to, you could have your psychologist's office there. And then a morgue at the back. Which is never ideal, because you're going to be trampling anyone that passes through here. I think I'll make that bit bigger, actually. Or you put entrances there and there. Like that. Entrance there, entrance there. But then that defeats the security of this. Whatever we do, it's not going to be ideal. And we'll just have to accept that. Okay. Right. So it's going to be that and that. Very cramped. But it'll do. Like that. Okay. There we are. So, we've worked that out. So it's walls. Actually, we'll build it this time. Walls. And I've just realised I've walled myself in. So I better fix that. Door there, door there. We'll get outside before we get locked in. Rooms will be a morgue, office, and infirmary. There we are. So obviously for the infirmary, medical bed, all just the basic stuff here. Not going to mess around too much. Morgue slab. We might as well finish that off just to go at the end there. Office will be office desk. The chair. Couple of filing cabinets. Chair there, chair there. Doesn't really matter too much. And we're going to have that as... I like the ceramic floor, but it's so expensive. That's only for a little section. But even that little section, you spent £2.5 on that. And wooden floor is going to be expensive as well. And there we go. So, staff requires 2 doctors and a psychologist, which if I place here, I bet you he goes down the bottom. Damn it, I knew that was going to happen! So, what's happened is this psychologist is going down here to this office, which obviously I need to cancel. I could tell it was going to happen. There we go. And there's nothing in there for you, so he's going to go up top, which will now be his proper office. Which decided to go up that way. Oh, because it's easier apparently. There you go. Right, so we do need utilities, electrical cables, and we'll run that into there. That's fine. We've got all of the flooring done in and around here. We've got the grant done. So we've got prison maintenance. We've got visitation rights. We've got reform through education initiative. We're going to go for prison maintenance because a lot of that's just unlock stuff. So it's unlock cleaning and bureaucracy. Sorry, unlock cleaning and gardening through bureaucracy. So 1, 2, there you go. That's that done. And that shouldn't take too long until we've got that. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I think we have done all right, actually, so far. That's not too bad at all. So, we've already got a lot of grants. So we've got psychologist office, we've got the infirmary, we've got up here, it's actually rather down here. This is the thing about using the ward mode, you have to actually wander around yourself. We've got a staff room, we've got all of the bits for security planned out, we've got the yard, we've got the kitchen in, and yeah, generally, we've progressed on quite nicely. Next episode, we're going to build a cell block. We're going to get the we're going to get the probably long-term investment done, and then we'll do a final security sweep before maybe getting prisoners. Obviously, we need to do the canteen. We need to do the canteen and the kitchen and stuff because that's nowhere near done, and set up patrol routes and things. So nowhere near finished, but you can see all of the basics are sort of in and the rough ideas there. So next episode, continue on with the expansion of the kitchen and canteen. Get a cell block in at a minimum, then we can iron all out those bugs and such, and then work out all the patrols and stuff like that, and then maybe get episodes for maybe get prisoners for the next episode after that. But either way, let's just see how it goes. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.